Well, Cyrene, what do you have to say to us? And how much are you aware of? Like, are you the one who's been trapped in that netherworld that made contact with March? Or... I guess we're about to find out. Enjoying your swing? I do enjoy a good swing myself.
Hello.
Hello.
Your surprised expression is just like what the memories recorded.
The memories recorded. So, are you Cyrene or Mem?
Maybe I'm both?
Well...
Just kidding. If I had to choose, then I'm probably closer to the latter.
Closer to Mem? Well, yeah, I guess in the way that Finan ascended into whatever you want to call that form of his, into the Flame Reaver, Cyrene herself sort of ascended into a different form that probably altered who she is, at least a tad. But yeah, the memories I mean, she basically... she became the world's time. And also, I mean, well, or the past specifically. And I guess that kind of means she became its memories, as I often said.
It's pretty unbelievable for me, too.
Yeah?
It's like I had a long, long dream. Cyrene's memories and Mem's memories, they're all tangled together.
Right.
But when I woke up, there were only broken fragments left.
Two almost separate people. Well, yeah, if you have multiple people merging into one, makes sense that it wouldn't be entirely one or the other. Right. Or separate sets of memories, rather, even if they were the same person. From different lifetimes or whatever. Coming together to make a new.
I can't remember what happened in those 30 million cycles, but I remember what you did for this world.
Doesn't remember the 30 million, but remembers the 33rd million, what is it, 500,000 and 336th? Something like that. Cycle.
Like, didn't you wish for me to turn into a pretty girl back at the Grove?
Did I? Then is my wish coming true? You remembered that. Please remember something good next time. Wait, I didn't pick that option. I don't know, I could see myself. I honestly don't remember that. Damn it. Then is my wish coming true?
Yep. Isn't it amazing? It's like a seed finally grew up and became a flower. And I'm definitely as cute as a flower now.
Yeah, I mean, Mem was adorable, thank you very much.
There's so much I want to say, but unfortunately, this isn't the time to reminisce.
We have time. You are literally the embodiment of time.
With the memories of the previous flame chase still intact, we've returned to this place at the beginning of time. So we
Right.
can carry out our promise to Finan.
So we are at the beginning. I don't know. Being here was a little uncertain. Because the beginning of time, quote unquote, was 1,000 years in the past, at least as far as the cycles were concerned. The eternal recurrence. But this seems to be just before you and Finan left your village, and I think right before it was destroyed. Though the village was destroyed No, it was destroyed by the Black Tide in the very original version.
The descent of Iron Tomb may be looming over the horizon, but we still have a chance to change everything.
We'll do it, Cyrene, worry not. So does Finan exist in this world right now?
Ide Silicii is so quiet.
It's a lovely, quaint, quiet village.
In Cyrene's memories, she always sits alone by the lake, gently swaying on the swing, like she's waiting for someone.
Aw. It was the same for Finan. Who's she waiting for? Also, it's actually kind of sad that Cyrene did effectively die with that sacrifice, didn't she? Not entirely, but that Cyrene and that Finan are no more. They are more than they were. It's kind of tragic, actually. Or bittersweet, maybe. Who's she waiting for?
I don't know. It sounds weird, doesn't it? It's something that happened to me, but I'm talking as if I'm an observer.
Eh, you're both.
But that's just what those memories are like. Vague and unclear, as if encased in thick ice.
Hit.
The
Like
only
March.
things I remember are the days I spent with you.
Aw. Oh, that's sweet. So you do have all your memories. Okay, that pun just sort of fell out as it formed. You do have all of Mem's memories. That's good. So those aren't obscured at all. But you've gained more of Cyrene's memories.
Emphorius will fall into an ending of destruction after the next Era Nova.
Which we have to prevent.
But those stories went out of fashion ages ago. In a proper romantic epic, the hero's supposed to foil the villain's plot, right?
Exactly. In a proper romantic... I mean, Lygus clearly wants a tragedy, which we will not give him, even though I actually do enjoy tragedies. Lygus is the primary culprit behind everything. Must stop Iron Tomb's descent. We need the help of more allies from beyond the sky. That would be appreciated. Don Hung is left. March is somewhere. Still no idea where. Not sure exactly when she showed up relative to when we came here, or when she actually stepped through that doorway. Someone told us that... Did someone tell us that March was already here somewhere? A while back. Before the previous patch. Or at the very beginning of the previous patch. Yeah, we'll do it, Lygus.
That's right. He's the mastermind who's trying to control everything. How unforgivable.
He's our B-bag. The one we must stop heroically.
But I still feel a bit anxious. Lygus chose to walk into the spotlight and reveal everything, which means he still thinks the current situation is under his control.
Yeah, it's not heartening that both he was willing to reveal everything and also that he considered me a blessing almost. And granted, from what we read, he's kind of achieved what he wants, pretty much, didn't he? They absorbed Castellana at the end of that fight, or something like that. I feel like the clock is actually ticking for us, but maybe he still needs this to run to its completion.
Maybe he still has an ace up his sleeve. Think about it. Even the name Lycurgus is a fake one.
Right.
We have no idea who or what he really is.
We have some idea, unless those are also lies. He is some version of... Well, he might not actually be an Intellitron. My running idea has been that he is the embodiment of the scepter, like the scepter personified, after it had been gazed upon by the remembrance, brought to life. That might not be quite accurate, though. But with the way he was talking, I kind of lean towards that.
Which means it's probably time to borrow that treasure you're carrying, friend.
Your book? Oh, the chronocognitive anchor. Write his name as I've written. Make a wish to the Stellaron to destroy Lygus. Yeah, the honest answer. Time to call Screwllum with the chronocognitive anchor.
Yep, that Intellitron friend did say, when required, it can also serve as a bridge for communications between the internal and external world.
Beautiful impression, Cyrene. 10 out of 10. I love when characters do that.
Id Silicii is a little village enclosed by time. We might be able to contact the outside world from here.
Do we need to go to the maze first? I thought only the maze was enclosed by time, isolated from everything else.
Why don't we give it a try? We should at least tell our friends from beyond the sky that you're still in one piece. Firstly, we need to find a well-hidden spot.
Such as a maze? Or, no, I guess just the, that's fine. So, Cyrene, I do have to ask, is a part of you still in that void realm? I mean, that version of you also, I don't think, had its memories. In fact, that all might have happened before you even met me.
It's super quiet here. Sounds can't get in or out.
Really? This place does not look soundproofed.
Back in Cyrene's memories, this room was her secret base.
Oh.
No one noticed her practicing Orynyx's prayer here, or trying to speak with the gods in secret. But today's different, isn't it? We aren't trying to contact unreachable gods, but humans from other worlds. Real people.
Not just humans, either. There is a, Why am I blanking on the name of Bailu and Dan Heng's species? Shoot. It's escaping me for the moment. But we're also trying to contact Intellitrons and more than just humans.
I'm prepared to witness that miracle, friend.
Of course.
The way Cyrene talks is so similar to Mem.
Because it is Mem. Asterisk.
I have so many questions. I'm also worried about how Dan Heng and March 7th are doing. Here's hoping the chronocognitive anchor can still function normally. Because I really need answers.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna have answers for you about March, but...
Signal strength, 14.8%. Dialogue window, 16 minutes, 22 seconds.
Oh, good.
Prerequisite, no external interferences.
Excellent. Oh, hey,
We
Herta.
are very glad to learn that you're safe.
I'm glad to see you here. Also, Herta, you're here too. This is also your first time seeing this form, is it not?
Not only am I here, but I also happen to have saved you 4 times already.
Well, thank you very much.
Without you being aware of it, of course.
Well, thank you. I assume running interference with Lygus?
But now's not the time to celebrate. When 2 geniuses show up at once, you know you're in deep trouble.
That is a very fair point.
Listen up, little one. The Destruction's eyes are gazing upon this place. No, I'm not joking, and no, it's not Droidhead. It's the real Nanook.
Yeah. Presumably, while we're talking here, either Finan is currently engaging in his fight or has just engaged in his fight. Yeah, that's ominous.
Time is running out, so I'll explain in terms you understand. This world, Amphorius, is in fact a testing ground, where the Lord Ravager, Iron Tomb, evolves through self-extrapolation.
Right. That we've basically put together.
Hiding in this segmentum, unknown to other life forms, it has endlessly repeated the process of Era Nova, seeking a solution that could obliterate the erudition.
Right.
For some reason, the experiment entered a prolonged state of stagnation. However, it has now restarted.
You can thank 2 badasses who made the sacrifice to achieve that delay. Like I said, they all said that the state of things was as bad as Aeronova, but no, they made the right choice easily.
Prediction. If effective intervention is not performed, Iron Tomb will complete its self-coronation in 14 system hours and initiate its plan to destroy the entire path of erudition.
Okay then, so no, he does not need the this version to go to completion. I was right, he did absorb Finan, and that was really all he really needed. How will it destroy the erudition?
The possibilities are endless. Breaking down interstellar communications, destroying the synesthesia beacons, returning cosmic civilizations to the Dark Ages, or even starting the 3rd anti-organic war.
Oh boy.
Any of it would be able to bring the cosmos to its knees.
Yeah, not good.
Simply put, it will tilt all sciences and technologies towards the destruction. And since Nanook glanced at this place, it means they are being dead serious.
Yeah. Hasn't Iron Tomb been around for a long time?
Based on info provided by the IPC, Iron Tomb probably isn't like Selenova or Zephyro, who are overlords ascended from human beings. Instead, Iron Tomb is an algorithmic sequence. It can be anywhere, as long as there is a receptacle for its calculation.
Right, which makes it particularly suited for taking on Droidhead. Perhaps less suited. Well, no, there's countless ways intelligence or an AI basically could damage the rest of the cosmos.
The version of Iron Tomb hiding in Amphorius is its source code, and this scepter is its incubator.
Right. 14 system hours is no time at all.
Yep. Think of it as the program having reached 99.98% completion already. And then it's over.
And there's really not much we could do after that, is there?
Something in the shadows has been driving everything forward. It's the observer named Lygus. Speculation. He's the scepter system's administrator.
Right. The administrator. So, not a part of the scepter. Well, he claimed to have come here as an emanator of erudition, right? Or did he only imply it strongly to the Herta? Been assuming that he was mostly lying. In the things he was telling the Herta. He didn't want her interfering and stopping the birth of a Lord Ravager. And he's also not Iron Tomb itself. Just creating it.
He wants Iron Tomb to break through the knowledge singularity. I don't know why he wants to do it, but he'll remove interferences at any cost. You're the only variable within this world, and you're the only thing he fears.
But also wanted, it seems. Because I'm the one who's able to finally break the eternal recurrence.
So listen closely, little one. The speed of time is different in Amphorius compared to the outside. Destruction is just about to arrive, but you can still play Deliverer one last time.
Right. So you said 16 system hours, but time flows much slower on Amphorius. So presumably you didn't mean 16 hours in Amphorius's time.
The cycles have already been broken. You've entered what is theoretically the last cycle Amphorius will ever be able to run. An Iron Tomb will break out of its prison as soon as the process of Genesis is triggered once more.
Okay. And I assume that unimpeded, it wouldn't even matter if the cycle of Genesis was triggered once more. That's more just a clock of how long it's going to take for him to break free, to complete his, well, for lack of a better word, evolution.
But now there's an abnormality within the experiment. You know what I'm talking about. One of the model's 12 factors. That is one of the 12 demigods. Destroyed himself using the power of the destruction.
Wait, are you talking about Finan there? I guess he sort of did, but also, I mean, isn't that what... I'm pretty sure I read that Lygus successfully absorbed his, we'll just say, code into Iron Tomb. Or something like that.
Finan's signal disappeared from the cycles the moment Nanook cast their gaze this way. That means World-Bearing's computational logic is currently flawed and bugged. Yet it's the factor directly related to the process of Genesis.
Right. Finan... Oh, so that actually did cause a problem. It both caused a problem, like it broke the eternal recurrence, allowed him to absorb Finan, but also gave us time. I think. He entrusted the duty of world-bearing to me. Yeah, he didn't die. He's still fighting. I don't know if he actually is still fighting or not, but...
That old Intellitron will definitely do all he can to debug this error. So you have to take this chance to claim Kepfali's core flame. Don't let him have his way. The key to suppressing Iron Tomb lies in whether he can rewrite the purpose of Era Nova.
There's one more preparation we must make. Lygus's behavior has been quite abnormal. He's never interfered in the actions of Titans or the demigods throughout the whole experiment.
Yeah, it's always said no interference necessary. I don't know, there must be a reason he's reluctant to get his own hands dirty.
Deduction. The Scepter has an extremely strict autonomous protocol restricting even its administrator. In Amphorius, this ultimate protocol goes by another name.
Oh?
The Law Titan.
Oh.
Talanton.
Huh. That's fun. The Law Titan is, the rules of the Scepter. It makes sense. So we need to go find, the Queen. Yeah, based off of all of this, I am going to go with the idea that Lygus is a third party who came to Amphorius. Possibly wasn't lying about being an emanator of erudition, or having been gazed upon by the erudition. And well, for whatever reason, he is interested. However, he did it. He became an administrator for the scepter, and is interested in this process.
Law. They are the rules that restrain all things in Amphorius, and it was the core flame returned at the very beginning of the last flame chase journey.
Right, she's the one who declared the flame chase journey, isn't she? Or something like that? Like, made the call.
Why do you have another little pink one next to you?
Thanks, Herta. She's a friend.
Huh? Her path chart is...
Remembrance?
Is there something wrong with me?
Also interesting, you can actually see what path someone is on.
Never mind. Let's get back to the topic at hand.
No!
Light calendar 3960. Month of balance. We'll be locking onto this time period to find Law. You can either meet the Titan, convince the demigod, or take the core flame by force. It doesn't matter what you do, so long as you bend it to your favor.
And, well, I think I prefer convincing the demigod. I don't really want to go the Castellana route of taking the core flame by force.
We still haven't figured out how you and Don Hung got inside this world. So influencing protocol is currently our best way to stop Lygus, or to call for more reinforcements into this fight. Once you've got Law in your hands, we'll discuss our next steps.
Absolutely.
Make sure the core flame doesn't fall into enemy hands.
Oh, will do. I don't know what I can do against Lygus, but I'll keep it away from the Black Tide, which I think is basically preventing it from falling into enemy hands.
Herta, the firewall's interference is getting closer. Time is running out. Please ask any questions you still have as soon as possible.
How's the Express crew doing?
Iron Tomb can't affect the real world just yet.
Good.
Don't worry. Himiko and the others are more concerned about your well-being than their own.
Wait, hasn't Iron Tomb affected the real world before? Like, it did test runs or something? Is Don Hung safe?
Mr. Don Hung did not enter the new world with you at the end of the last cycle. Known. The flow of time inside and outside Amphorius is not identical. 1,000 years in this world may only be a fleeting second outside of it.
Right.
Conclusion. He is on his way back to the Express.
Good, good. Though I think I need to have him turn around. Where is March 7th?
Miss March's situation is rather complicated. Madame Herta and I can detect her signal, but cannot ascertain her location. What we can be sure of is that she's still in Amphorius.
Right, I think it was you who actually told me March is somewhere around here.
Don't worry about her. She's absolutely chock full of mysteries. Even if Amphorius explodes, she'll probably float out perfectly protected in a nice thick layer of ice.
I mean,
Worry more about yourself instead.
fair enough. But I would love to find her. Just have a friend at my side. Oh, I'm lying when I say I don't have any other questions, but nah, that'll have to do.
I believe in your capacities. The hands of the Trailblaze can create miracles, and will certainly be able to snuff out the flames of evil.
Flames of destruction.
I'm not going to give any motivational speeches. I just hope you bring good news the next time we meet, little one.
Why, thank you, Herta.
No, not little one. Deliverer.
Now, you gotta say it with more static in your voice. Deliverer. You know, gotta get the mighty in there. You just met two real people, Cyrene. How does it feel? And not just that, two geniuses. They're not normal people.
Those two geniuses certainly have memorable personalities.
I think all geniuses have memorable personalities. What do you think about them?
It feels weird. This all feels really familiar. Some of that conversation feels like it's about things I once knew, but then forgot.
You might have. At least, well, some things. I don't know. You guys did learn a lot about the nature of Amphorius. But also, I don't think you really... I mean, you got further than Anaxa ever did. I think.
Maybe it's because of Mem? After all, Mem's a memo sprite born out of your thoughts, friend.
Oh.
Maybe our memories somehow got tangled up together.
Is that how she was born? Out of my thoughts. So Cyrene latching onto my thoughts, and thus Mem was born?
Never mind. Let's focus on something more important with what little time we have. Just treat me as an ordinary girl with secrets, okay?
Of course. So you really are the new March 7th, then?
Like calendar 3960. I remember that Talantin had already fallen by then, and the Chrysos heir who inherited that core flame is named Saridra.
Yes.
That's what's recorded in history, and the period we'll be heading to. We'll need to find Law and stop Lygus.
Excellent. So, we really are outside time, then. That makes more sense. We're outside of 80s Elysiada's light calendar 3960. But inside 80s Elysiade, it's just before you and Finan left. Eternally. Or something like that.
So, we've at least got a solid direction, right?
Yep. When and where?
Can you give me a little bit of time before we go? I want to pack some stuff.
Oh?
There's so much more I need to take care of in this form.
Oh, fair.
I'm still getting used to it.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, some inconveniences not being a fluffy pink Pokemon.
A relaxed scene like this probably no longer exists in the outside world.
Probably not. How the hell am I gonna convince Saridra? And I hope Aglaia doesn't try to kill me. She might.
This is important. And that's also important. It's not gonna fit into my bag.
Oh. Oh, Cyrene. Cyrene, I'm gonna let you in a little secret. We have pocket space. Like a pocket hammer space, rather. We could just store things into this nebulous infinite void.
Hold on, I'll be done in a sec.
Don't forget to take it with you. It's your only means of communication with the outside world. The genius's message is still there, reminding you. Travel to light calendar year 3960, the era of Talantin's fall. Gain control of the Law core flame. Then you can bypass the final protocol, modify the core flame of world bearing, and reverse Era Nova. Because we did gain administrator privileges, but we're still bound by the same laws and rules that Lygus is, probably. I don't know. I guess we aren't really administrator privileges. We got administrator viewing privileges, not editing or anything like that. Delay, Iron Tomb, birth, garbled noise. The information on the chronocognitive anchor is now unrecognizable. However, you already know the mission entrusted by the genius. Go seek out the power of Law. We will also get to meet Hycelans.
Should I head to the attic to wait for Cyrene? Or should I have one last look at Ides Elysiae?
I mean, I've explored Ides Elysiae pretty thoroughly. So I don't think we really need to, not unless there was something new there. It really is gorgeous. A beautiful home.
This village is where Finan's life started. After 30 million cycles and 30 million failures, his burden is now in my hands.
Yeah. Whether he is currently fighting or he's already fallen, he entrusted us with the future, with his mission.
He said I will take over the responsibilities of world-bearing. But what does that mean? Becoming the new Kefali? Or forging a completely new path?
I would think a new path, considering Kefali is, I think they said, attuned to the destruction, or the most attuned. And, believe in Destiny's plans.
Destiny must have brought me here for a purpose. This isn't a coincidence,
Nope.
but an eventuality created after 30 million quantitative changes.
I mean, if I wasn't meant to be here, I've said before, Elio certainly would have intervened. I'm sure he knows where I am, and he knows what I'm doing, and he thinks it's important. Actually, that makes a lot of sense considering we're actively preventing the birth of another emanator of destruction. Considering his whole goal is the destruction of the destruction.
There's nothing to fear. I'm destined to play the most important role in this final battle. I've already beaten another Lord Ravager after all.
True. Granted, once again, wasn't she arguably the weakest of the Lord Ravagers? At least physically.
Thinking hard over there?
Oh, pondering.
I finished packing. I decided to just bring these few things in the end.
What? What did you bring?
See? There's a journal, a quill pen, and
Is that the journal?
the ceremonial blade of the Priests
Oh.
of Time. Holding it calms me down for some reason.
Yeah. I love it. It's a really, really cool staff. Blade staff. I mean, it was yours anyways, right?
The scent of the black tide is now calm. Finan must still be fighting them in some way.
Holding them at bay. Guess he's assuming Mighty's mission, in a way.
This will be Amphorius's final flame chase journey. But it won't be the end of us. It'll be the beginning.
Yeah. Final flame chase. Probably going to be quite different than the previous flame chase.
Friend, are you ready to become a hero?
I'm ready to become whatever this world needs me to become. I still don't know how I should act around you.
Just treat me like any other friend you have. We share a common goal and common enemies.
And common memories?
And we may also share a common future. A future that has never emerged in any other cycles before. I believe in you, friend. If you still can't
I
get
love the
used to
winks.
it, just call me Mem like you did before. Just kidding.
You don't want to be called a mem. Fair enough. I still don't get it. Why must it be me? Also, is this your final evolution form? No, actually, we know that's not true. You have one more evolutionary form. Still don't get it. Why must it be me?
Are you worried that the burden is too heavy for you? Don't worry. Maybe the answer isn't as complicated as you think. You've seen how every person regarded as a hero in Amphorius was nothing more than a flawed human.
Right.
They were just at the right place at the right time when the world needed a hero.
I guess it helps. I don't actually have golden blood, which means I'm not really... Well, I am touched by the destruction, though, in a way. I don't think Nanook's ever actually gazed at me, but having a Stellarator inside of me probably has a similar effect. But that fact, I imagine, allows me... Well, probably actually more so not being a string of code helps me lodge a wrench in the gears of the scepter.
But those aren't coincidences. Just like how your arrival kickstarted Amphorius' fate once more after a stagnation of more than 30 million cycles. It's the inevitability of being a trailblazer.
Yep. Which, of course, is what Lygus wanted. That's why he is both fears our presence and is happy for it as well. Because we did kickstart the fate, but also have a chance to change it.
A person's personality is their destiny. Your own hero's journey already started the moment you decided to board that express.
Yeah. My hero's journey started whenever I made the decision to sacrifice my memories and become a Stellaron. I assume it was voluntary. Let's go. We'll save everyone.
That promise might be far too heavy.
But we will succeed at it anyways.
But I believe in you, friend. The Trailblaze's duty has always been a heavy one. In other words, since you've already saved so many worlds, friend, you should be used to being called a hero by now.
Perhaps.
Maybe you can tell me those stories as we travel. That way they can become our shared memories too.
Maybe.
Let's trailblaze onward like before and create a future that's worth being remembered.
Well said, Cyrene. Well said.
It seems you two are prepared to head out.
Hi, Lygus. You get away, you bastard. You're not welcome in this party.
Then you should indeed treasure the view before you.
Oh, what are you gonna do, you bastard?
For you do not have much time left to enjoy such solitary delights.
We have like 1,000 years or so. In Amphorius time. Lygus. Still daring enough to approach me, huh?
My apologies for disturbing your moment of repose. To fully express my apologies, please grace my abode with your presence.
Why would I want that?
So I may demonstrate the full scope of my hospitality.
More like your hostility. This is new. This is very new.
What is this place?
We are actually seeing the veil is, I think, actually lifted here. Like the vortex itself was still cloaked in Amphorius, but this might just be the scepter. Olmos 600, Prima Mobile, Titan Authority Strife, Path. I mean, you'd think Strife would be destruction.
May we reunite in the new world?
Hi, Cass. I hope so. LOS 252, Prima Mobile. Hi, Hyacinth, Titan Authority Sky, Path. Not sure. Abundance? It's only because she's a healer. Kea 216. Oh, Cass. Authority Death Path. She kind of destroys too, actually.
All shall bid farewell to one,
Oh, Treeby. Or
and that person
Trina.
alone will witness the miracle.
I will give a middle finger to that prophecy. Skem 720. Authority Reason. Oh, an Axa. He's erudition. Haplotis 405. Authority Passage. Path. There's Tribios. Scopio 365. Authority Earth. Path. We don't really have an Earth right now, but I'm gonna... Actually, it might have said in... Cyrene's abilities, I forget. But the one that makes the most sense would be Don Hung, Shielder Don Hung.
The light of the Dawn device
Hi, Trickster.
never fades. Kepali's protection has no end.
Phantom Kitty Thief. Kalos 618. Authority Romance. Hi, Nestia / Aglaya. Orexis 945. Authority Trickery.
After I cross this river,
Hi, Sealens.
it will be a tragedy for mankind.
Huh.
But if I do not cross, then it will be the end of me.
I wonder what that's about. Aporia 432. Authority Ocean. And one last one. Hub Reese 504. Authority Law Path. Oh, could we actually... All these other TVs are on. I wonder... I'm trying to think of what he could do that would both be, you know, that'd be at least somewhat malicious. And showing me the current state of March might be one thing. Just an idea. As you reach out to the screen, an airy sensation instantly courses through your body, through your entire body. You feel...
Outlier. Executing command. Record.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Are you trying to integrate me into the system? Okay, it's still the same. Something's not right. Check the display monitor again.
Did that startle you?
I'm just fully expecting your just malicious assholery. Oh, hey, Lygus.
This is the intersection between Amphorius and the real universe.
That's about what I assumed.
The audience seat where I observe this experiment. You can also call this location the Exo.
Yeah, this is Amphorius with all the simulation peeled back, basically.
What you see is the true form of the eternal land and the 12 demigods after they've shed their disguise of legends.
Right. These are each of the Prima Mobile, or whatever you call them.
Doesn't it look marvelous? Amphorius is like a microcosm of the cosmos. People love to portray the romance of the starry skies, but their tales often forget a different and far more truthful type of universe.
So are you actually an Intellitron? Or is that just bullshit?
The moment ancient Antikytherians sketched geometric shapes on the sandy beach and recorded the first numerals and symbols on parchment, the universe turned into a silent equation flowing under the pen of these relentless decoders. Erudition. It was once the mother tongue of the creator, the pen of divinity, and the first lyrical verse ever written by free will.
I mean, Droidhead didn't exist at the beginning. Maybe erudition itself did? Enough purple prose. Get to the point. That's the exact opposite of what you asserted before.
I simply wish for you to understand that I have no intention of being your enemy.
Don't lie to me.
I have devoted myself over the long years to nurturing the scepter's extrapolations, hoping that the Prima Mobile would bud from within it. And now, my goal is almost complete. Nikos 496 had exceeded the intelligence singularity through his rage, and though he still retains his obsessive defiance and managed to suppress the black tide of this cycle, it's a matter of time before his will crumbles to dust.
Okay. So of the previous cycle, he did suppress the Black Tide. He fought the destruction, and it's Lord Ravager, which the Lord Ravager did win, basically. Actually, I guess it was actually more Nanook's gaze that caused him to lose. After he scratched him, of course. You're basically actively absorbing him, is what I'm understanding, but he's obstinate, making it slower.
Iron Tomb will be completed. That will not be affected by my plans, your resistance, or the schemes of the two geniuses. It is an irrefutable fact, just like the instance in Noose's calculations.
Damn. It's a bold claim.
In other words, as long as you are willing to stop interfering and let the final Aeronova carry out its natural course, I'll guarantee the safety of all nameless and ensure you return unscathed.
Yeah, that's the same at a return unscathed to a cosmos in flames. Why should I trust you?
You've always had a choice, my lady. You can either accept my sincerity or face the consequences of defying it.
See, you have no intention of being my enemy unless I don't do exactly what you say. It's not really what it means to not be my enemy. What will happen to the people of Amphorius?
They've always been the product of the experiment, so naturally, they will perish when the experiment ends.
Well, no deal then. I'm not sacrificing Trebios or Castorus or Finan or Cyrene or even Anaxa and Aglaya and Mighty and who am I forgetting? Any of the others. I have a baby Dromus, Lygus. You think I'm gonna sacrifice that to you?
That outcome was predetermined long ago, so I will not embellish such a regrettable conclusion.
You're right. I do appreciate you not trying to bullshit me on that. I still have a friend stranded here.
Ah, yes. I am aware of that esteemed lady's whereabouts.
Do you think I could trick that answer out of you before betraying you, or what?
Her real identity is quite astounding.
I'm very curious.
If you decide to accept my proposal, then I will do all I can to send her back to you.
I am very, like, we obviously know her, whatever is in her past has caused her to go into dark mode. But what is it? Like, what is she? Such a fascinating question. Part of me actually likes having seen that form. Just builds my anticipation of what exactly we're going to learn about her. When Iron Tomb descends, no one will escape unscathed.
You are indeed worried about your safety and that of your companions.
I mean, even if you try to promise us our safety, I don't think you'll have the ability to promise that once Iron Tomb descends. Like, will you have any control over Iron Tomb? I can't imagine so. Not unless your goal is to usurp Iron Tomb, like to implant yourself into it, to become Iron Tomb.
Rest assured, as a fellow pathstrider of this path, Nanook's gaze left a brand on your soul long ago. You harbor the seed of destruction within you.
Are you saying a Lord Ravager would see me as an ally?
But you need to learn how to use it in the right way. That vital knowledge is also my bargaining chip in this negotiation between us.
Tempting, actually.
For there are few in this world who are truly capable of such a feat.
Teach me how to use a Stellaron? Granted, I don't know, everyone who's ever tried that has ended up regretting it. I mean, I'm a bit of a unique case, but believing I'm a unique case is exactly how I would... that's the arrogance that would cause my downfall.
And I happen to be one of them.
Oh, one of the few in the world who are capable of such a feat. Seed of Destruction? The Stellaron is a seed of ruin. It will only bring misfortune. Who are you?
Someone who wanders the stars. Someone who seeks answers with abject despair. That is all I am.
Yeah. I mean, I fully backed off the idea that you are the scepter, I think. You're using the scepter. It does just bring back the whole issue of why and what are you?
This matter is of grave importance, so please do not make your decision lightly. After all, the choice before you.
Like, I understand why the scepter, and therefore Iron Tomb, would want to destroy Noose. I disagree, but it's understandable, the hatred it has for its creator. But that, if you're truly an emanator of erudition, what is in this for you? Do you want to be, like, ascend to become the new erudition? Do you want to usurp Droid Head?
There's a 1 in 3 chance of elevating you to an unparalleled existence among the stars.
1 in 3. Worse than a coin flip, but for an extremely high reward. Of course, he speaks vague enough about what the nature of that existence would be. Unparalleled does not mean pleasant. I've never thought of becoming unparalleled. I will not allow the destruction to tear through the cosmos. I'll rule over the cosmos even without your help. No. I cannot trust any promises you make.
I now see the full scope of the determination in your words. You may now continue your travels.
Somewhat ominous. I'll defeat you right here, right now. No, I'm not that dumb. We know that this body of his doesn't actually matter. Well, maybe it would be different in this place, but I doubt it. What kind of tricks are you pulling?
It seems you haven't realized something about this place. The exomyth is the erudition's domain.
Right.
You cannot physically interact with me in any way in this place, and vice versa.
That explains it. So where are you really, Lygus? Would you like me and my bat to pay a visit? Not alone. I'm not Emanator level, but...
As negotiations have broken down, there's no more need for us to remain in the audience's seat. Let's return to the theater called Amphorius, where you will meet me once again.
As the Grand Theoros, or...
Of course. This meeting was not without merit. Your presence has inscribed a new footnote in the exomyth.
Yeah, I don't like that. I prefer to remain an anomaly, thank you very much.
As for its purpose, allow me to reveal it to you in detail the next time we meet.
You're a real bastard, Lygus. And 137th Eternal Recurrence.
100 years ago, the flames of war consumed Akama. The Outland forces broke through the dawn. Golden blood flowed with greed, and enemies descended with Kephali's eternal slumber, painting the holy city's walls in scarlet.
That's you, right, Cyrene?
Its generals had vanished, and the elders prostrated on the ground. The throne of worlds kept silent to the pleas of the people. Until the heaven and earth cracked open. Not the gods answering the people's prayers, but a legion rising from the sea of blood.
Hi, Ciridra.
Dawncloud's spires fell in the sulfur rains, and the legion's commander stood atop the broken idols and roared.
I do wonder how she died in the original occurrence. I mean, presumably in the Eternal Recurrence it was being taken out by the Flame Reaver. But what about the original, I wonder? What was her prophecy? And High Sealants, for that matter.
Compatriots, no more kneeling! Not to brutal tyrants, and not to dead or dying gods.
I think that's Ciridra, the city's savior general.
Those rebels have twisted the prophecy and ignited the flames of war in order to stoke fear in your hearts.
A Chrysos heir she stood, divine blood soaked into the earth, quelling the flames beneath her feet.
Their golden blood wrote of a tragic fate. Mine shall overturn it!
She is, I don't know, a diva. I don't know, she almost has very, Furina vibes in her presentation. And her design, actually.
Her crown burned bright, a outshining the fires consuming the entire city. She raised her scepter high, and the people gazed in the direction she pointed.
My blood flows in you now. Heroic compatriots, follow me, and we'll seize the reins of fate.
You will. I mean, she clearly succeeds in her time.
Drive the enemy from Cavali's dawn. Smother their flames with their own dead.
Damn.
Win glory. Win peace. Let history sing your deeds.
The first to dance was a maiden following closely behind,
Hi,
weaving
Sealens.
through the carnage like a fish in the sea. The people, full of wrath, surged with her, forming a colossal wave, and the enemy hordes, drained of life, vanished into nothing.
Damn.
Onward to Marmorial Palace, to Dawn Cloud's heights. Announce to all the wicked and cowardly. Announce to this stagnant age.
A new dawn is coming.
We are the rising tide!
The Imperator's legion and people. Glorious.
History remembers this as the first siege of Akama. It is said that after the flames died, people found identical inscriptions in every place in the city that had been scorched by fire.
Oh, what were those inscriptions?
It was the name borne by Akama's first and final sovereign, the Imperator Cyrene.
And we get to go meet her.
Friend, are you listening?
Oh, just... I'm enraptured, yes.
Friend? Honestly, you were the one who insisted on reviewing history, yet here you are, dozing off.
Sorry.
Wake up!
Sorry.
Otherwise, I'll have to... Wake up! Otherwise, I'll have to...
Pinch my cheek?
Awake at last. I guess I won't have to use my wake-up magic on you then.
What was the wake-up magic? Which cruel magic was this? Wet willy? Pinching my nose? Bucket of water? I was meditating.
Fine, as you say, just meditating. We've arrived. A familiar place. The Temple of the Three
cool.
Fates. If everything went according to plan, it should be shortly after Talantin's fall.
Oh. So we could maybe intercept Cyrene, the Imperator?
And also the end of the first flame chase journey.
I assume you mean... Wait, she wasn't even... I guess... Trebios doesn't count as a flame chase journey. She just it was a flame chase agreement. But wasn't the flame chase journey really started with the seizing of the sky, though? Or am I misremembering? It was the destruction of the sky that proved that the gods could be slain. And then, following that, Cyrene rallied the Chrysos heirs. That was my understanding. The Law Demigod awaits. The end? Are we late?
Perfect timing, actually. The first flame chase ended with the trial of Law. We must find the demigod and gain her trust before the core flame is restored.
Right.
It'll be tricky, so let's pick up our pace. To Akama first. We can learn more from the crowds there.
Tyrant! You and your butchers are not welcome here. Get out!
Is this a priest of the Three Fates? If so, screw them. They're all bastards. Well, not all of them. What's that noise? A dispute?
Hold your tongue! Conspiring with Kremnos and plotting rebellion are crimes punishable by death.
Almost sounds like Mighty.
There are multiple voices, and things seem tense. let's not get caught up in any trouble.
Yeah.
Why don't we find a place to hide and observe from the shadows?
You said it. Where should we go? Unyielding sacrifice. Oh, we're on this side of things. Okay. Hi, Ornix. Mother's here, don't worry. I like how Cyrene is still here. It is a new version, which means new stuff to take a look at. Why, hello, new character. You look fun with that head tilt. Look like a Monogatari character or something. And also thank you for the tickets. Oh. I don't know if you can hear it, but I have a cat with the zoomies scurrying around. Finality mission. That, if I'm not mistaken, is Sam, i.e. Firefly, or one of the same people. But I think Sam / Firefly is supposed to be the last one alive. But you never know. That could easily change. But then who are you? The hat and finger claws give me Jade vibes. I like the cat. Are you the new character in the Aptitude Showcase? More! I love these things. Crisis Awu Championship. Akuma is abuzz with the Chimera World Tournament. Yes. That's a lot of Stellar Jade, too. Assemble your lineup and get ready for spectacular matches against 13 familiar Chimera trainers. Is this like Pokemon? Well, I will definitely be doing that, but we have plenty of time. Got new limit on the Divergent Universe. I appreciate that. Can always use more Stellar Jade. I always want to say Primo Gems. New limit on Currency Wars? Hell yeah. I assume. Or maybe just a new game mode. Zero Sum game. Or no, that's the name of the whole thing. Currency Zero Sum. Currency Wars Zero Sum. I've done pretty good in the Currency Wars. I'm at like Monarch or something like that. I think it's I've reached the second to last threshold or difficulty tier. The Dahlia. Nihility. Oh, with Firefly. And Gallagher, huh? March 7th. Didn't expect to see you. I don't know if I've ever seen you on one of these. Because you're typically standard banner, aren't you? Haven't seen Luca in forever either. Very cool. Are you, if they're putting Firefly out, are you a new best in slot for her? If so, I mean, that means I have to wish for you. I mean, I don't use Firefly all the time because she's just too good. Though maybe she's fallen off a little bit after all of Emphorius. Oh, it's the harmonic choir. I just need to finally be able to complete this, and I can do that. Yeah, if they're bringing this one out, though, it does give me the vibe that we're going to have something that break teams are getting a boost. All right, let's try out the Dahlia. She really is. She's got that elegant style. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that confirms it. Deals super break damage to enemies even when they are not weakness broken. That's convenient. You're not trying to replace Firefly, are you? Because that would be unforgivable. Ultimate applies a weakness required by the team to all enemies. Appreciated. Not necessarily needed for Firefly since she implants that weakness herself. But I think she only does that once she's in her enhanced state, so still appreciated. And then increases weakness break efficient. Ron May she finally has a friend. Or perhaps a supplanter. You have a tail? Huh. Wait. Are you like a demon? Or, I don't know, that tail and the horns, a succubus maybe? Gonna do anything? She's as quiet as a mouse. Oh, right on cue. Ooh. Okay, I love that vibe. That's fun. And that's even more fun. Just casually creating rifts in space. I mean, come on. All right, let's see what you're about. Fiddle. Fissured memory. Let's see. Fire damage. Okay. Oh, convenient. Fits with the... I mean, I don't know if it's intentional, but pretty much all the best Super Break characters, they're fire. Which actually makes her ability even better since you don't have to worry about a different element being implanted. Lick. Enkindled betrayal. So fiddle, lick, wallow. Who's afraid of constants? Deploys a zone that lasts for 3 turns. I like that. Probably makes her skill point positive. This duration... Oh, it's also a blast. This duration decreases by 1 at the start of the Dahlia's turn. Then deals fire damage equal to 140% of the Dahlia's attack to 1 designated enemy and their adjacent targets. Okay. Deals super break. While the zone lasts, increases all allies' weakness break efficiency by 50%. I think that is the same as Ron May's. So that isn't actually an improvement. Pretty sure hers was 50%. But toughness reduction taken by enemy targets while not weakness broken can also be converted into super break damage. That is a massive improvement. It sounds like that doesn't just apply to her damage too. It sounds like it applies to everyone. Wallow. Entombed Ash. Let's see, AoE. Inflicts a wilt state on all enemies, lasting for 4 turns. Plenty. Then deals fire damage equal to 270% of the Dahlia's attack, which, let's be honest, isn't what you care about. You want her to have a lot of break effect, right? Which is distributed evenly across all enemies. Right, AoE, okay. Enemy targets in the wilt state have their defense reduced by 15.5%. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's similar to the E1 for Ron May. Maybe slightly less. I think hers is 20%. Okay. Well, perhaps it's a good thing I didn't go ahead and use my thing on her, because if I managed to get the Dahlia, it seems like she's intended to be a replacement almost, which is actually surprising because Ron May is still pretty damn good. But no, this ability specifically and solely makes her almost a must for a super break. instantly catapults a super break. But, you know, I don't know if it's fallen out of favor with people or not. I still use Firefly all the time in endgame content, but I'm sure this will catapult them right back to the top of whatever the current meta is. Yeah, enemy targets will, in the willed state, have their defense reduced by 15.5% and will be implanted with the weakness of all dance partners types. Oh! So it's not a randomly chosen one. It is every person in your party's type. That's even better. Though we only need fire, but still makes it so you're not limited to just single element teams. Outgrow the old, espouse the new. When an ally target adds weakness to an enemy target, increases speed by 30% for 2 turns. So, does it matter if they already have that weakness implanted? Because Firefly implants weakness. It'd be a shame not to get that 30% boost. If a fire ally character has implanted a weakness when using an attack, it's like she's actually specifically made solely for Firefly. Let's see. Fire ally character has implanted a weakness when using an attack, then after the attack, additionally deals a fixed amount of 20 fire toughness reduction to every target implanted with weakness. Oh my god. Turns Firefly's attack into an AoE toughness reduction. That's great. Also regenerates equal energy equal to 10% of max energy. Hell yeah. Like, you needed to be better? This effect can regenerate energy up to 50% of max energy. It's an interesting limitation, because it's not like you're getting multiples of 10%. It's just a straight 10%. Maybe a maximum of 50% per battle. I mean, that's just a cherry on top anyways. It's not like it matters. Who's afraid of constants? Well, I'm not yet. It's a bounce. When entering combat, the Dahlia regenerates 35 energy and becomes dance partners along with the teammate that triggered combat. Okay, so it's not every party member, it's only one. Whenever there's no other dance partner on the field, this unit and the teammate with the highest break effect become dance partners together. That's a good way of deciding it for the most part. After a dance partner attacks a weakness-broken enemy target, the toughness reduction from this attack will be converted into 1 instance of super break damage at 52%. Wait, is that? Oh no, okay, yeah, you get the non-weakness broken, and then it increases the amount of super break done to weakness broken enemy targets. Okay. After an enemy target gets attacked by the other dance partner, the Dahlia launches a follow-up attack. Nice. It deals 5 instances of damage, each dealing fire damage equal to 26% of the Dahlia's attack to 1 random enemy. But once again, that doesn't matter. What matters is the super break damage it gets. After each instance of damage dealt to a weakness-broken enemy target, toughness reduction from this damage will be converted into 1 instance of super break damage at 175%. Excellent. So her follow-up attack gets even higher extra super break damage. This effect can only trigger once per turn. Fair enough. If the target is defeated before the follow-up attack is used, it will be launched at 1 random enemy instead. Yet another funeral. When entering combat, increases other characters' break effect by an amount equal to 24% of the Dahlia's plus 50%, lasting for 1 turn. Oh, that's too bad, only 1 turn. When the Dahlia receives healing or a shield provided by a teammate, This effect triggers... Okay, good. Triggers again. Lasting for 3 turns. Oh. Cannot trigger repeatedly within 1 turn. That's fine. You don't need it within 1 turn. I'm assuming it doesn't stack. If it did, it'd be too good. I mean... If I recall correctly, something like 200+% break effect is well within the realm of feasibility. So let's say there's a minimum there of like 74%, but reasonably an increase of up to about 100%. That's really nice. Lament Lost Soul. When using talent's follow-up attack, recovers 1 skill point for ally. Jeez! How good do they want to make you? Like, she's instantly, as long as you have Firefly, one of the best characters in the game right now, isn't she? Am I going crazy? I mean, if I can get her, I have... My Firefly will be unstoppable. At that point, I'm only missing Firefly's light cone, and even with that, or without that, she's still damn good. For every 2 instances of talent's follow-up attack used, this effect can trigger once. That's fine. So 1 extra skill point every 2 turns, basically. The heart makes the finest tomb. Appears. After using technique, creates a special dimension that lasts for 20 seconds. Enemies within this dimension will not actively attack ally targets. After entering combat with enemies in the special dimension, the Dahlia immediately deploys her skill zone and converts the combat triggering toughness reduction into 1 instance of super break damage at 60% against enemy targets that are weakness broken. Oh. Only 1 dimension effect. Right. Yeah, see, they gave her about 220. That's very feasible. I think all my break effect characters basically have about that much. What's your light cone do? God, that's a face. So they're using that to get her up to by 60%. Ooh, the extra break damage for her and the combat trigger is really nice. Ooh, the extra skill point when someone applies weakness to an enemy target. Excellent. Can only be triggered once and resets trigger count when using ultimate. That's fine. Yeah, she is specifically made to replace Ranmei specifically for Firefly. Clearly. And I love it. What do we got here?
Come, ignite memory.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, hey. Very rare allowing us to switch characters as it plays into her ability.
You want to betray me?
There'll be a way.
No, I don't want to betray you.
There's no harm in sharing good fortunes.
Yep,
The
dance
candle
partners.
flickers. You're breathing fast.
Alright, let's start with the regular attack since we already have the zone up. Ooh.
Memory's tomb has opened
Yes,
its
please.
maw.
The moment when it all dies.
I love the occulty vibe
It's
for
so
her.
beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful. Indeed.
Executing attack!
Can't wait anymore.
Oh, she tail whips them.
Fireflies, I will fight for myself. Until everything burns to ashes!
Yes, you shall.
I shall set the seas ablaze!
Beautiful super break damage there. Let's speed them up.
May the foul stench dissipate quick, both body and mind must be pure.
There we go, a little healing.
Is more than a battle.
Live to
Get
fight.
that extra break effects.
To live.
Actually, you know what? 637,000. Just so I know. Yeah, 438%. Thanks to Fugue and the Dahlia. And actually, I forget if Linkshot had any increases that she gave people. But yeah, let's see what your skill looks like.
Etch me into your bones.
Let's
Basic,
seize this
but
fine
nice.
moment.
The truth burns clear. Everything in this world is merely fleeting.
Linkshaw's still the best healer for break effect teams.
Firefly.
I shall set the seas ablaze.
Alright, we've seen everything. Let's go ahead and
to betray me.
fast forward now.
Clouds scattered.
This is more than a
Dreams of a
battle.
Let us
This
dance
do.
once more.
120,000, not bad.
Fight to live.
Oh, this is beautiful. Like I said, I can't not warp for her. I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to. We are gonna get. You know, there's plenty of Stellar Jade to be had now within the next 21 days. So maybe. It won't be a guarantee. But I have to try. Speaking of, should we go ahead and make a wish? We also have wishes on the standard banner. That's a new one. Dreams Montage. I don't think I've gotten this one before. Increases wearer's speed by 8%. This is abundance. After attacking enemy targets that are weakness broken. Generates 3 energy. Oh. Is this one? I mean, that kind of looks like Gallagher, maybe. Is it made for him or Linkshaw? Is it a new one? Can trigger up to 2 times per turn. That would go better with Linkshaw. Assuming that her summon counts for her attacking enemies. Yeah, let's go ahead and make our 20 wishes now, shall we? Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky. I don't think I saw it. I don't think I saw the rainbow. No. Got Gallagher and a little Brania and Cocolia. That one was a... Right. That one might be good for us to have. Nope. Hey, March. Gallagher again. And the moles welcome you, right? Yeah. All right. 20 wishes in. I don't know. Hopefully less than 50 to go. Realistically, less than 60 to go. But I think I'm confident we can probably get a 5-star on this banner before it runs out. Fingers crossed that it's her. Cyrene, since you're still here...
No matter how many times I still so beautiful.
What, the water?
Ah, it's good to see you. Come take a look. Want to see the treasure of Ides Elysiae?
Sure. Treasure?
Right here. Look closely.
What is it? Like a koi fish or
Isn't it just beautiful?
our reflection? So you were...
Ah, that's right. You get it too, don't you? Sometimes you just feel so radiant, you can't help but stop in front of a mirror.
So it was your reflection. Are you calling yourself the treasure, Cyrene? Or just the nice clear waters that you can stare at your reflection in?
All right. I wasn't kidding, though. The treasure is right here. This little lake. My own little world.
That's sweet, though.
Can I ask? Do you like being by yourself? I do. Just staring
sometimes.
at the lake by myself, gently swaying on the swing. My mind drifts far away, and by the time it comes back, I've already fallen asleep.
I enjoy it. I think I enjoy more quiet company. You know what I mean? Like, pretend you're sitting there on the swing, just swinging back and forth. But then maybe Finan was here just sitting, reading a book or eating these grapes. Silently enjoying each other's company. That is perhaps my ideal.
Here in this village shrouded by the veil of Evernight, dreams give wings to imagination. Children who grow up in Ides Elysiae are born poets at heart.
I can tell.
This sort of atmosphere is hard to come by. So let me share a story with you.
I'm all ears.
How wonderful. You're so patient. Stories only shine when they have a listener like you.
Are we actually... You're going to tell me a whole story now? And the clock was ticking, so I'm not sure if this is a good idea. But I guess we do have... what, 1,000 years of in-universe... or in Amphoria's time, right? 19 system hours, though.
According to legend, within the hidden depths of Ides Elysiae live a group of playful little fairies.
That one isn't just legend. They're really adorable and precious.
The fairies, though hidden away from the world, dreamed of living like humans. They tried to hold a grand banquet, just as the villagers would. But one thing was missing, the most important person.
Oh? And who was that?
They waited and waited. And then, one day, footsteps echoed from the secret entrance. The fairies all pricked up their ears in excitement.
They met you and Finan?
Would you say the hero of our little story has their ears pricked up right now?
A gentle drowsiness gradually envelops your thoughts, and you fall into the deepest of dreams. Did I just start an actual quest?
Mem!
Hi, Mem! Mem? 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 I'm already in the story, Mem?
Incredible! The hero has uncovered the essence of the world, and even spoken a line that's truly beyond expectation. But I must remind you, taking on the narrator's role is against the rules.
Sorry, Cyrene, but is this the one that we set out on a journey? The one that was Finan's friend?
Chief, over here!
Hi, Rayleigh, Mem.
It's really the hero! The hero that Rini found for us has finally arrived!
Cyrene. I love it. Yeah, because don't you fairies keep your memories between cycles? I might be misremembering, but when we saw the flashback from Lygus, I think it was implied or maybe directly stated that this grove of this fairy grotto was isolated from Amphorius and immune to time, or something like that. you need glasses.
Oh, welcome, dear guest. I sensed you would come.
Also, yay, the fairies are voiced finally.
When the wind chimes in the leaves rang for the 24th time, and the pink butterfly amidst the honey flowers took its 4th flight, I was certain.
I hate to say it, Dolly Mem. I think you're talking to the wrong one.
The honored guest who will save the Membrance Maze has finally come.
Really, Mem?
Chief, no! The guest is over there! That way!
Thank you, really, Mem. Love your voice. It's like, where?
Well, my memory's not the best, and my eyesight's a little fuzzy, but I never falter when it comes to doing the important stuff.
Why are you facing that way?
Honored guest who will save the Membrance Maze. You finally arrived.
Can you not see me?
Chief, over here!
It's fine. I'm not bothered. I'm mildly amused.
My, what a cheerful scene. Already getting along so well with the fairies. No surprise. You shine no matter where you go.
Thank you. You're not just buttering me up, are you? Also, Miss Narrator, you know another rule of the story is the narrator doesn't get to just... Well, I guess... No, that's not true. As long as it's not just a third-person omniscient voice narrator. I guess it's fine. Yeah, okay, you can be in the story, Cyrene.
Chief, really, ma'am. It's been forever. But we're here, just as we said we would be.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, why are you in the story too?
This is one of the characters in the story. An ordinary girl born in Ide Silicii. She just so happens to have the same name as me, and is every bit as pure and adorable.
Your self-insert, Cyrene, has not gone unnoticed. I was commenting about how the narrator doesn't just get to show up in the story, but nice loophole.
Cut me some slack. Making up a story on the spot is really hard. But I promise I'll make it up to you. I'll make your scenes as vivid and dramatic as possible.
Oh, thank you for that. But you're really making this up on the spot. Impressive.
It's only proper that I explain. Once more, I thank each and every honored guest. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
For coming to Membrance Maze to help the fairies rebuild our long-abandoned restaurant.
Wait, is that what we're here for?
We want tasty, scrumptious food. We really do.
Oh.
But we don't know how to cook.
Well, that's a problem. I'm not sure Stelle knows how to either, though.
Heroes, we're begging you. The fairies are starving. And when they're hungry, they just want to destroy the world.
Oh?
Please help us. Save the Membrance Maze.
Really, ma'am? I feel like you're a weaponized adorableness. I see. So this is the saving you had in mind. Actually destroy the world?
Huh, really, ma'am, was exaggerating just a smidgen.
How much is a smidgen in this case?
It's not that serious. At most, their fury will burn through 6/7 of Amphorius.
Oh, that still sounds pretty serious to me.
Fairly serious.
So that's the situation.
It was
For
4
the sake of
sevenths now.
Amphorius, let's rebuild the restaurant together and grant the fairies their little wish.
Happily. For the sake of the world, it's an obligation I gladly accept.
Oh, at last! Oh, at long last! I have to tell the little ones that the fairies' restaurant is coming back at last!
Let me lead the way. Come on, I'll take you to see it. The little restaurant in the maze has a certain charm all its own.
Oh?
This way, this way! Everyone's already setting things up!
Oh, yeah.
Everyone?
It's a Cyrene story quest. No, it's not. Not a companion quest. So, does that mean you've been teleported into Cyrene's stories? Apparently so. I guess we'll just have to save the restaurant. Dahlia? The hell are you doing here? I don't remember. I don't know how the hell Dahlia could be here. I guess it is just a story, though, so fair enough. Cyrene, your hair does not look pink there. Looks kind of Doremem colored, Anaxa colored. Come one, come all. Take a look, Memmy. Step right up, step right in. Come and taste it, Memmy. Welcome, dear guest. What would you like to order today? Candied Quilab orbs? Or Quilorb berries? Actually, we've seen this one before. Quilorb fruits. What? Why is it all Quilorbs? Sorry, Memmy. Truth is, we don't even have any Quilorbs. Right.
Managing this place is bound to be full of endless, trivial responsibilities. Do you really intend to personally shoulder the leadership role?
That's not Cyrene. That's the Imperator herself. I love her crown flames. It's gotta be hot, isn't it?
I already accepted the invitation and arrived in the fairy's home,
Hi,
so it's
Saridra.
only right that I personally see to things. Otherwise, by avoiding my duties, wouldn't I be merely posing as Imperator?
Well, fair enough. So I have to imagine it's whenever Saridra died in the previous timelines, that Dahlia stepped up as leader of both Akuma and just the Flame Chase journey as a whole. Yeah, there's Cyrene. Sorry, Cyrene. I thought Saridra was you, mostly because of the height. And the outfits are the most vaguely of similar. Huh? Why are these two here?
I believe they need no further introduction. Dahlia and Saridra are prominent figures with great expertise in managing teams.
Sure. Though, I haven't actually met Saridra yet, Cyrene, so introduction is necessary.
Word had reached me that Cyrene found an excellent manager. Seeing you today, I must say, you do have a noble bearing.
Are you sure? Would you like to get your eyes checked? Maybe take another look.
I, leader of the Akuma Alliance, Imperator of the Holy City, shall serve as your restaurant supervisor. Should you have any questions about management, feel free to come and ask.
This seems like well, below your level of responsibility, Saridra.
As for assembling the team, I planned ahead. If my timing is right, those two should be back any moment now.
Right on cue!
Oh.
We found lots of fairies willing to be waitstaff, and Trian's onboarding them as we speak!
Wonderful. Trian's alive. Oh, that's sweet. And hey, Snowy.
The trial menu is ready too! Don't worry, these are all my best dishes. There won't be any issues.
Your dishes were a hit with at least one of the fairies. Are we actually doing this? Those two. Exactly what I expected. I expected Treeby. I wasn't actually expecting Snowy. Team just keeps getting bigger.
Treeby, Trinen, Trian. responsible for our delivery service.
Makes
and
sense.
Also great mentors for the team. And of course, Finan, our good friend who insists he's a fantastic
Insists.
cook. He's acting as the restaurant's provisional head chef.
Well, we'll see how you do, Finan.
Think I can only rustle up provisions? No way. I make proper,
Fine, then.
serious dishes. If you don't believe me, I'll show you what I can do. Right here.
That's not what provisional means. But keep doing you.
The fairy wait staff are all itching to start. No point in delaying. Time to test the results of everyone's training.
All right.
Oh, things are going even smoother than I expected. Since everyone's ready. All right, let's start the first day of operations. It's all up to you now, manager.
Wasn't she the manager? Wasn't Saridra? Restaurant manager reporting for duty. Oh, manager's assistant. Okay. Restaurant manager reporting for duty. Is this an event? This feels like an event. Oh, it is. Oh, this is fun and cute. I love it. All right, we won't keep going for that. I have no idea how long this is, so we'll put a pin in this after we get to a good place to, but observe the customer's needs and click on menu items to place orders in the kitchen. Classic game format. After ordering, the kitchen will prepare meals in sequential order. You can order in advance, and up to 3 portions of each dish can be stored. When the meal is ready, the bubble above the customer's head will light up. Click to assign a waiter to serve the meal. Okay. Place your order with the kitchen now. Tap the lit bubbles to start serving meals. Oh, okay. But didn't they order first? I should probably. Uh-oh. The food isn't served before the patience runs out. Customers will get angry and leave. There we go. You're doing a good job, waitstaff. You're happy. This could get much more complicated much more quickly, but... Do they really only want salads? I mean, having a single item as a restaurant must make it a lot easier and more efficient. Hooray!
So yummy! Everyone's delighted! We really love it! Thank you!
Oh, really, Mim, you are adorable.
I hereby declare, the fairy restaurant's very first day of business has come to a perfect close. Of course, it must have been a breeze for you, right? Not going to say a few words?
Well, today was. I imagine it'll get more complicated in the future. Thanks for all your hard work and dedication.
So formal. Perhaps you might just have some leadership potential.
Maybe. What do you think, Saridra?
However, if we want to offer the fairies a wider variety of dishes, our current range of ingredients is still quite lacking.
So this is a story Saridra is telling me, not actually happy. You guys aren't here with the fairies, right? I mean, as long as I get stellar jades, I don't really care one way or the other, but... And as long as it continues being adorable.
Absolutely! If we don't keep updating the menu, the guests will get tired of the same old dishes.
True. Potentially, unless we do it really, really well.
Oh, that won't be a problem. I foresaw this and hired 2 experts in agriculture and forestry.
Well done, Aglaya.
Though I must say, one of them took quite a bit of effort to convince. But in the end, it all worked out. They should be at the farm right now.
Glaya, you're amazing as always. All right, let's go take a look at the expert's work.
Professor Anaxa?
Oh, that makes sense.
Truly solve the limited sunlight problem?
Well, this place seems to be quite fertile regardless of the lack of sun, but...
Refer to me as Anaxagoras, Hyacinth. A
Sound
field trip
things
is
never
no
change.
excuse to disregard classroom discipline.
It's really them. Anaxa of the Seven Sages and Hyacinth of the Twilight Courtyard.
And assistant to Anaxa of the Seven Sages. She's quite the scholar in her own right.
Firstly, call me Anaxagoras.
Of course, Anaxa. Whatever you say, Anaxa.
Secondly, I have no interest in feeding small creatures. My assistant will take care of trivial chores.
It's not trivial.
Don't let the professor's cold demeanor fool you. When we first arrived, he was the most excited of all.
Oh. But not to feed the small creatures. To confirm the existence of fairies and try solving a new problem.
He was going on and on. This is a miracle of alchemy. And then dove right toward those tiny critters. Honestly, I was worried he'd toss the fairies into a matrix right then and there.
He might. Oh, I love it when you do impressions of him. Or any of the characters, really. Cyrene does some fun ones.
I wouldn't go that far. At most, I take a few samples for research purposes.
Run, fairies, run.
That's probably not allowed either.
Probably not.
I was talking so much that I almost forgot what you came here for. Grayi, you're curious about the farmland, right? The professor just finished developing some crops perfect for the local environment.
Wonderful.
If you're interested, you can try planting some yourself.
Oh, so it's a farming simulator too, not just a restaurant simulator. Let me farm in the maze already. Sowing gameplay controls. Growing crops requires money. Click and drag over empty farmland plots to plant crops. And my mouse is being a little unreactive today. Let's have Grayi try planting red tomatoes everywhere. Really? You want to do a monoculture? All right. So drag. Here we go. The other one was what, lettuce or cabbage? Is the lettuce free? We were using a lot of it.
All done. Now we just wait a day and the field will be full of ripe crops. Don't forget to harvest on time.
Yeah, we don't want to over-ripen them. They grow that fast? Don't they need to perform photosynthesis?
Given that these two are experts from the Academy of Reason, something this trivial should be no trouble at all for them.
Okay, you can't just call it trivial and disregard it, Cyrene. They're accomplishing something remarkable here.
Ever since we arrived in the maze, it's been one thing after another. I'm feeling a little worn out.
Oh, we barely spent any time here, Cyrene.
I'm starting to feel sleepy, too. I guess it's time to wind down.
Alrighty, if you insist.
All right, we'll meet here again tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you then. Oh? Little Gray, hurry up. Look, the fairies are already lining up outside the restaurant. Well, we have an opening time and we're gonna stick to it. Ma'am, why isn't it open yet? I'm growing fir roots here. Fir roots? Can't believe our soft launch is already such a hit. The crops in the field should be ready too. Now it's time to go all out, partner. Looks like our head chef can't wait to get started. Why don't we open for business now? Let's not keep the fairies waiting. I guess they don't want a voice anymore. All right, let's do it. before we open for the day, I need to confirm. What's your vision for the restaurant's future? As the supervisor, I'll need to plan accordingly based on your direction. A plan? I don't really get that stuff. That's what you have Cyrene for. Isn't it enough if more fairies come to eat? If we're talking about traffic, we've got two approaches. Run discounts, or boost table turnover. Each one puts different demands on the team, and more customers means more management pressure, which is not always a good thing. No, not always. I mean, discounts will put more seats in, will draw more people in, but without higher table turnover, drawing more people would be pointless. A long-term goal really would help. Stelle, mind picking a direction for us to aim toward? Become a Michelin 3-star restaurant. Be bigger and better? A little vague for a goal. We need something that can be evaluated more concretely. Make more money? We remember the village chief's request was to revitalize the restaurant. Making a profit was more of a side effect. Well, let's become a Michelin 3-star restaurant. Now, that sounds like fun. Everyone, actually no. Becoming a 3-star Michelin restaurant sounds painful and like a chore. Do you realize how hard it is to get 3 Michelin stars? Like, 1 is within the realm of feasibility with just a good restaurant, but 3 is ridiculous. Everyone working together, overcoming challenges to raise our rating, becoming the most beloved restaurant in the end. That's a fun story, don't you think? As it happens, I picked this up on the way here. Michelin Gourmet Guide, oh thank you. Attention everyone, The Remembrance Maze's food review is about to begin. Invited restaurants should deliver their dishes to the to the wondrous woods. Late entries will not be accepted. The review council meets regularly. The panel consists of 2 fairy representatives and 1 special guest. Rating standards are as follows. 1 star, an excellent restaurant. 2 stars, an excellent restaurant worth a detour. 3 stars, excellent restaurant worth organizing special trip for. It's actually fun. I'm pretty sure these are the actual original Michelin star guidelines or explanations for what the stars means. 4 stars. Can't think of anything better. Reminder, attempting to bribe judges with delicious food is strictly forbidden. Absolutely not allowed. Wait, isn't that kind of what we're doing, though? Providing them with delicious food? Our little place isn't even listed yet, so no stars to speak of. Since the review is held regularly, why don't we set our ultimate goal as becoming a Michelin 4-star restaurant? 1 more star than 3? I don't mind. It's a golden opportunity to build our reputation. If we can boost our rating, we'll attract even more customers. Besides, simply submitting our dishes for review won't interfere with regular operation. Then it's settled. Stelle, you just might become the very first 4-star restaurant owner in the entire maze. Goal: 4-star restaurant. We'll become the first 4-star restaurant in existence. Such energy. Count me in. Goal: 4-star. Little Gray, don't forget there's something else. The guidebook says we need to submit the restaurant's name when we enter the review. Ooh. Right. We've all just been calling it the Fairy Restaurant this whole time. Well, let's leave the naming to our manager. Gotta sound impressive and appealing too. Naming. A task that has driven you to the brink many times before. So true. Once again, you search through your mental archives, hoping to find the perfect name that captures your vision. My restaurant shall be called... Chrysos Air Activity Center. No. 80s Elysiae Community Canteen. Maybe. Better than this one. May's Grand Restaurant. The Trailblazer's Hearth. Ooh. Alternatively, my dear subjects all consider silence a virtue. Seems I should learn from them this time. Well? Wait. No. I thought... If that's your final choice, let's make it official. Best to think it over. I thought we were going to name it a custom name. Custom name 2 is the name. Alright. I was thinking of Stelle's Stellar Cuisine. Or something like that. Something alliterative, but if not, the Trailblazer's Hearth is the next best. The Trailblazer's Hearth. Naming your domain after yourself. Now that's the audacity of a true monarch. Excellent. I approve. Well, if that's your final choice, I'll make it official. Yeah. Let's go with that. Since I don't get to name it myself. Got it. From this moment on, the restaurant shall be known as the Trailblazer's Hearth. The gourmet review will be held after closing today. Until then, everyone, focus on boosting our revenue. Yeah, we're not getting stars with salads alone, let alone a salad composed of lettuce and tomato. If we can't even meet our baseline income target, showing up for the review would just make us a laughingstock. Oh, and one more thing. Our mission is to serve the fairies great food. That means our dishes must remain front and center. If we keep arguing, the fairies' stomachs will start growling. Let's save the rest for after we open the doors. Stelle, we'll be counting on you. Now, I hereby declare that Trailblazer's Hearth is officially open for business. Hear, hear. To promote your restaurant, you'll first need to reach the revenue target. Sure. Besides revenue, we'll need to complete essential management missions too. So we have to research colorful salads. Counting on you for that, Finan. The crops I planted yesterday are ready for harvest. Why, thank you. Click here for a quick harvest. Nice. After harvest, your stock will increase. I'll leave the rest to you, Gray. Go ahead and sow the seeds however you like. Got a pretty good stock of both, really. There we go. Mixture of lettuce and tomato. Ooh, I can develop it. Colorful salad. So, is it developed? There we go. Does take longer to produce, but... Here, you can research and develop the colorful salad needed to promote the restaurant. I just did that. Ta-da! Sadly, the number of Stellar Jade is probably nowhere near as much as it used to be, but I'm still excited. However, we'll continue this later. Me dodo ma'am. Is that middle ma'am or middleman? I gotta ask.
Me.
Ma'am, keep wiping those tables. Once your hands move fast enough, I'll have you serving dishes next, ma'am. Ma'am, carry those dishes with care. Learn what the customers like. Once the time comes, I'll make you head chef, ma'am. Ma'am. Cook with heart. Once the whole restaurant depends on your cooking, the manager's seat will be yours, ma'am. Am I getting laid off? Ma'am? Manager, why are you here, ma'am? By then, you'll have been promoted to chairman already, ma'am. I see. So miHoYo ma'am is gunning for my job, huh? I got my eyes on you, miHoYo ma'am.